Train ride to Houston is taking shape alongside other rail plans for the Austin area. Tonight, the Capital Area Metropolitan Planning Organization heard the pitch. Besides connecting Austin and Houston, the system could stop through towns like Elgin and Giddings, even College Station. But with urban rail and the north-south Lone Star Rail still in the planning stages, what's really possible? KXAN's Jared Wise looks at whether any of them could actually go beyond the talk.
Well, these tracks could one day carry the Lone Star Rail, which would connect Georgetown, Austin, and San Antonio. Now, we're told those plans are still on track, but with all these projects costing more than $1 billion each, finding the cash to fund them is becoming a challenge. Freight trains crowd the tracks that run down the middle of busy Mopac. Besides funding, that's another reason Lone Star Passenger Rail is moving at a slower pace. Officials are still working to get those freight trains off the line so more passenger trains can move through. The nearly $2 billion passenger line would have 16 stops between Georgetown and San Antonio.
Very expensive.
And while officials are searching for money to fully fund that service, there's talk of yet another passenger line.
It's at very early planning stages.
Techstars Rail Division wants a passenger rail connecting Austin to Houston, which could include several stops in between, including College Station.
We thought there were some good potential along this route.
Something moving even faster, a passenger service between Dallas and Houston. All of these passenger rail systems are part of a bigger plan.
I think it's very important in Texas. There is a lot of intercity travel, especially for business purposes, and looking at the price of gas ever increasing when it gets to the $4 and $5 a gallon. People are going to be looking for those alternatives, and we want to make sure that those may be available.
We really do need a mature system with everything working together.
That also means urban rail, which is still in an environmental study. That system could one day connect several key destinations within Austin. Money for that $1.2 billion project could actually come from taxpayers if it goes on a transportation bond package in November. But even if it doesn't make the ballot, that doesn't mean it will never happen.
The Lone Star Rail and the urban rail are both in our long-range plan, so that means that they should be in development by 2035.
So what about funding? Now, so far, federal dollars have helped with some preliminary studies, but there really is no funding in place to help with the building process. So when we look at everything put together and seeing what's actually realistic, we're told if funding does come into play and everything stays on track, Lone Star Rail could happen in the next 5 years. Reporting downtown, Jared Wise, KXAN News.